Hello students, you are welcome to the fourth and the final phase of my lecture of this series. I am Dr. M. R. Banjare, Assistant Professor in English, Government TCL PG College, Janjgir. In my previous lectures of this series, I have already discussed with you about the gist of the lesson second of Foundation Course English Language, Chapter 2, The Ideals of Indian Art, written by K. Bharat Iyer. I have also discussed with you about the comprehension, the vocabulary, and the grammar-based exercises taken from the text. In my present lecture, I will discuss with you about paragraph writing and letter writing. So, for my convenience, I have divided this lecture in two parts. In the first part of my lecture, I will discuss you about how to write a paragraph, and in the next part I will discuss with you about how to write a letter. So come to the first part of my lecture. It is about a paragraph writing. What is a paragraph? Students, a paragraph is a group of sentences that reflects out a single idea. It is like an essay in miniature form. So here we know that a paragraph is a group of sentences and it is written in a form of a short essay. There are some important features of a well written paragraph. Before going to write a paragraph on a particular topic, we should know the important features of a well written paragraph. So come to know the features of a well written paragraph. The first one is a paragraph develops one idea, one thought, or one feeling. In other words, we can say it has a thematic unity. So while going to write a paragraph, we should remember that there should be only one idea, one thought, or one feeling in a paragraph. The next point is it uses various linking devices or binders like yet, despite, such, and, though, while, etc. These binders or connectors are used to connect one sentence to the other. The next point is a paragraph must present an argument. So there should be an argument in the paragraph from beginning to the end. The next point is there must never be more than one thought in a sentence and one idea in a paragraph. We must remember that while going to write a paragraph, there should be only one thought in a sentence. It means the sentence we use should be very simple, and an idea in a paragraph should be also one. There should be only one idea in a paragraph. The next point, the argument must be set out clearly and in a logical order. So while going to write a paragraph, we should remember and we should keep in mind that the arguments said by us should be clearly set out and it will develop in a logical order. The next point is the paragraph must be bound up with the conclusion, which is short and to the point. As we know that a paragraph is a short form of an essay. So we should follow the rules of an ideal essay writing. Next point is a paragraph must represent a fact about the topic. So we must remember that while going to write a paragraph, we should only present the facts about the topic. We should not write any wrong information about the topic. We should only provide the facts about the topic. The next point is it may be written in a narrative style, like someone telling a story. So it should be written in a form of short story, and there should strictly adhere the rules of word limit. So we must remember that it is asked in your question that write a paragraph in about 100, 200 or 300 words. So if you are asked to write a paragraph in about particular words, you should strictly follow the rules of word limit to write a paragraph. There are some qualities of an ideal paragraph. The first one is unity. As we have already discussed that there should be a unity in a paragraph, and this unity should relate the one part of paragraph to the whole. So the whole parts of the paragraph should be united. The next quality is coherence. It means that it should be related with one part to the another. It means that all parts of a paragraph should be related with each other. The next point is emphasis. It means clarifying the relative importance of parts. If we are going to put some important facts or some important idea about the topic, we must know that it should clarify its importance. The next point is development. It means organizing the parts according to a pattern. And the next point is it's a tone. It means there should be consistency of the mood or attitude. So these are the qualities of an ideal paragraph. Here is an example of a simple paragraph. I am going to read out it. The topic of this paragraph is religion and art in India. Religion in India means the great path. It does not imply a narrow view of life. It covers all the phases of an individual's life, enables him to attain liberation by removing his ignorance. The Indian view of life has four aims, which includes the practice of virtue, acquisition of wealth, sensuous pleasure, and salvation. This view of life is fully reflected in Indian art. There is no contradiction between the rich sensuousness of Indian art and its religious intentions. A perfect fusion of religion and art is a real experience in India. So this is an example of an ideal paragraph writing. You can write on many more topics like this, remembering the points which I have discussed with you in my lecture. Now, come to the second part of my lecture. It is about a letter writing. What is letter writing? A letter is perhaps the most commonly used form of written communication. But as we very well know, that in the age of social media, we have unfortunately forgotten writing a letter. Particularly, we don't write personal letters. So first we have to know about the types of letters. There are two types of letters, formal or impersonal letter. This kind of letter is written in a form of application or business letter to any office or firm to get solution of problems or to redress grievances. And the next type of letters is informal or personal letter. It is written to intimate friends or close relatives like father, mother, brother, sister, etc. In my present lecture, I will only discuss with you about an informal letter. Here is an example of an informal letter. The question is asked to the students to write a letter to their father informing them about their studies. So the students should write a letter to their fathers informing them about their studies. Here is an example of an impersonal letter. I am just going to read it out. The very first line is Post Matric Hostel, Janskir. The pin code is 495668, and below it is date 22nd of April 2020, and after it there is an address to the father. Dear father, pranam. I am quite well here and hope to find you in good health. In your letter, you asked me to write about my new college in Janskir. I want to inform you that I feel pride to get admission in Government TCL PG College Janskir. My college is well known for its teachers, library, playground, and extracurricular activities. The college has a long tradition of teaching. Most of the teachers are scholars of their subject. The college library is rich with books, journals, and e-learning resources. I am sure my studies will go on well here. My hostel is surrounded by lush green trees. I feel very comfortable to live here. The quality of foods provided here is very good. My roommate has become my best friend. I wish you to convey my regards to mother and love to sister. I am waiting for your kind letter. Your affectionate son, and after it, the name Karan. So, if you analyze this letter, there are various parts, and I am going to analyze the various parts of the letter one by one. So, first, you should know, and you should observe on the screen, the address is given in a reading Post Matric Hostel, Janjgir, 495668, 22nd of April 2020. What is this? This letter begins with the mention of address of the writer. This is the address of the writer. Here, the writer is a student who is living in a hostel, and the name of the hostel is Post Matric Hostel. The place of hostel is in Janjgir, and the pin code of Janjgir is 495668. You, the students, are advised to write your own place, your own PIN code number, and you can write any date of your choice. And what is important about this beginning part of the letter, a comma separates the name of the building and the name of the city or town. here we see that post-matric hostel is separated by a comma, and thereafter Janjgir is written, and thereafter the pin code of Janjgir is given. So we should separate the each part of the letters, and it is written in the top of the right side. It means the address of the student who is going to write a letter should be written on the top right part of the letter. And here is, you see on the screen, dear father in red ink. Here the students address his father. So you must address your close relatives the way you address them in your home. Just here the student has addressed his father like dear father. You can also address your relatives. You have, if you are going to write a letter to your mother, you can address her as dear mother. If you are going to write a letter to your brother, you can address him as dear brother. If you are going to write a letter to your sister, you can address her as dear sister. And if you are going to write a letter to your friends, so you have to address them with their names like this: dear Vikas, dear Aparna, etc. The most important point to remember here is it is written on the left and followed by a comma. So you see here the words dear father written in the left side, and it is followed by a comma. Here becomes the main parts of the letter. So if you see on the screen the main parts of letter, the first sentence of the letter leaves 5 spaces to the left. You see what is written in the first sentence of the letter: I am quite well here and hope to find you in good health. So here I begins with the leaves of 5 spaces to the left, and it is the space for all the paragraphs of letter. Here we see there are 4 paragraphs in the letter, and each of the paragraph is following the same rule. And the language and the style of the letter is very simple. As I have already read before you the model of the letter, you will find that it is written in a very simple style. The words chosen here are very simple, and finally the writer can express his personal feelings and emotions. As you are writing a letter to your father, so you can write him about your personal feelings and emotions. And you will find in this letter that as his father has inquired the students about his new college, he has given the whole details of his college, of his library, of his playground, of his hostel, everything. And this is the last part of the letter. Here, the letter is subscribed at the bottom of the right side. As you see, the subscription by the student, your affectionate son Karan, is written on the right side of the letter, and it is also followed by a comma. Your affectionate son is written, and thereafter there is a comma. And if we are going to write a letter to our friends, we can write or we can subscribe as your loving friend, you are sincerely always yours, etc. So thank you. Keep watching. Again, thanks. I hope this lecture will be fruitful for you, the students, and I can know and I hope that you may be able to write a paragraph and write and write a personal letter after listening to me. Again, thanks a lot. Keep watching. Thank you.